Okay. First of all, have you guys done the? No, you haven't. Okay, you haven't done that paper. Okay, so NID people, we will be doing the NID 2022 paper. Okay, NIFT students will be doing NIFT 2022. Okay, and architecture students will be doing NATA paper 2022. See if it's opening and let me know if it's not.
Ma'am, I think we did the NID 2022 in our first class.
One second. 2022 was what we did. Okay. Have you done
Yes,
21?
ma'am.
Yeah, we did 21 yesterday, didn't we?
Yes, ma'am.
You guys haven't done 2025, have you?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Let's do 2025. That's a really good paper. One second. Okay, so let's do the 2025 paper. NID 2025 is a really, really good paper. Okay. And
Ma'am, should I need to fill it again, ma'am? Because I already filled it.
obviously not beta. NIFT 2020, NIFT students, have you done the 2022 paper in class with me? Hello? Okay, fine. No answers. Great. Are there no NIFT students here? Raise your hand if you're an NIFT student. Quickly, guys, please. Hello? Haven't done it? Okay, fine. Fine. And architecture students, check if you've done the NATA 2022 paper with me. Are there no architecture students? No art students here today? If you are, now is the time to talk, yes? Are there any architecture students? None? Not a single architect?
No, ma'am. I'm attempting for NATO.
You are attempting for NATA. Have you done the 2022 paper?
No, ma'am.
No, na? ठीक है.
Ma'am, NID 2025 has 15 questions.
No, not the MCQ parts. Do only the sketching parts. Do only the sketching part. You will finish the sketching part.
Sketching only, ma'am.
How can it have 15 parts?
It shows 15 questions in sketching.
What? No. No, it can't be. Can you put a screenshot in the chat? Who was that?
Yes, ma'am, doing that.
Please do that. Thank you.
Thank, ma'am.
Next second, give it a second. Still loading and then give me a minute, okay?
Oh, ma'am, no problem.
Ma'am, for me it shows 9 questions for NID 2025.
Yeah, it has to show 9 questions only.
Okay.
Mom, I was checking the MDIS one and it has
Oh, okay.
specialization wise.
It's gonna have a
So,
different number.
yeah, so which specializations?
Have you done the BDAS paper 2025? Because it's a very good paper.
Okay, so we have to do the BDIS one.
Yeah. Even
Okay.
PG students, I would ask you to do the BDAS paper. It's a very good paper.
Okay.
And it's a proper actual challenge, you know. So, okay, so I'm assuming that everyone's gonna start exactly at 8, right? Everyone's gonna start at 8, and you will have an hour and 15 minutes to finish off the entire paper in a way where every question you have finished 50%. Okay, 45 to 50%, that would count as run one. Okay, I need to see a show of hands for anyone who doesn't know yet what run one or run two means. Okay, one hand up. Anyone who,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yeah.
Very sorry to interrupt. Ma'am,
Yeah.
can you send me the links again? I just joined.
So I have not attached the links. I'm asking you to go through and I've just listed the names, but you can find it in the past year paper wala section, right?
Ma'am, what?
I've listed the names of the year I've listed in the chat.
Oh, okay. Got
Ah,
it. All
okay.
right.
So speaking about what run one and run two is, just to sort of sum it up. Okay, so imagine you're writing the exam right now, right? So for example, if you're writing the NID wala exam, imagine based on like what the common pattern was for the past couple of years, you might have 30 MCQs or 40 MCQs, right? Those MCQs you can finish in the first 30 or so minutes, right? You can finish the MCQs in the first 30 or so minutes. And then what happens is you still have 2.5 hours left, right? 2.5 hours is what, 150 minutes, right? Now you want to do your paper in such a way that you are able to go over each question 2 times, right? So what you would do is you would take that 150 minutes and you would divide it into two. So 75 minutes and 75 minutes. So for the first 75 minutes, you want to attempt the entire paper in a way where you have thought about all your answers, sketched the basic answer out, and then moved on to the next question, sketched the basic answer out, moved on to the next question. So what that does is eventually if you're not able to get to the last answer in your second run, even if you're not able to get to it, even if something's left incomplete, at least that basic sketch will fetch you some marks, right? So the first, and see, your brain's going to be more active in the first half of the paper, right? So you want to make sure you spread that evenly over all the questions and while answering all the answers, so that later you only have that finalization wala issue left. And then in the second half of the paper, you can obviously finalize the entire thing, right? And you'll be in a good spot. So when we divide the time, the 150 minutes into two, 75 and 75, for example, if the total drawing section is 75 marks, then it's pretty easy to calculate how much time you would spend for every mark, right? If your first run is 75 minutes, which is half of 150, and your drawing section is 75 marks, then you would spend 1 minute per 1 mark. So if a 20 mark question is there, you would spend 20 minutes. Does that make sense? To the or should I repeat it again? To the 4 people who raised their hand earlier, can I please ask if that's understood so far? Can you just thumbs up? So far, is it understood? Right? Okay, so if it's so now, for example, see, um, not all questions will be equal weightage, and not all of them will be equal, length. Um, for
Excuse me,
architecture
ma'am.
2022, you have to do January. ठीक है? Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, so not all questions are going to be equal weightage. Now, for example, if you had 75 minutes in the first half, and then 75 minutes, 75 marks is how many marks the drawing section is, then it's pretty easy to divide. Now, for example, if it was 75 minutes, but then the drawing section is only 60 marks, right? So then you're going to have to divide you're gonna have to see how much time is left. Like if you take the 75 minutes, 60 minutes you can divide off in between the guys, can somebody link the architecture paper in the chat, please? Okay, so you can divide off, between the 60 marks, but then you'll have those 15 minutes left, and so what you can do is those 15 minutes you can just divide between all four questions equally, right? So the point of all of this is that you build a strategy that works for you and that you can consistently practice in all of these classes. Okay, then Harini is not able to access practice test. Okay, 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Let me find it. Okay. So the point is why we say that finish your to NID people, why we say finish your run one in the next 75 minutes is because that's half of the paper's duration. So if you do the if you finish half the paper and you look at it and you're like, okay, this is how much I was able to do in half of the duration that I would have. So it gives you a good example of like, okay, like where I stand, right? So that's important to see.
Ma'am, I see no January 2022 paper for
That's
Nata.
what I'm looking for. Give me a minute. I think it's disabled. And it takes so much time to load also. I'm hoping that NIFT and NID students have started their paper. So speaking of NIFT students, you would have 30 minutes per question as your first run, right? Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
In the NID question, the first question, how do we know whether to do it in portrait or landscape?
Is the
It's the tree and the leaves
it's the what?
leaves falling into the
I
neighbor's
can't hear you. What are you saying?
the leaves falling into the neighbor's garden.
Portrait or landscape, they haven't stated anything, right?
No, ma'am.
Huh, so then it's your pick.
Okay, got it.
Architecture students, have you done the Jan 2024 paper?
Ma'am, in which section is that?
I've just put a link, see? Architecture students, see, I've put a link. Is it opening? Tejas, is it opening?
Yes, ma'am, one second.
ठीक है, so architecture
Now we
students
must
do that one.
because
Art students, I want you to give only 15 minutes for both the questions. So 15 for the first, 15 for the second. So within half an hour, I need, your response in the chat. For NID students, you should be done by 9:15. NIFT students, you should also, well, technically you have till 9:30, but class will be long. We want to finish as soon as possible because people have dinner and stuff like that. NIFT students also, I want you to try and finish by 9:15. Okay. So yeah. Okay, so far any questions? Anyone who's for anyone who's recently joined classes and has not finished all of their basic modules and stuff like that, still I want you guys to attempt this paper, even if you haven't practiced yet, even if you haven't solved it yet, even if you've recently joined, because it sets you up to understand what all is required, right? It sets you up to understand what all is required for you to study. That's one thing. And to do, even if your basic modules are not done and stuff, it's still important to practice papers because, as you can see, most of you guys have school at the same time. So it's better to sort of jump into it and not really concern yourself with, okay, let me finish the modules first and then I'll get to this, because now let's get close to, actually getting to know what the paper actually is like, right? Um, okay. NID 2025, right? Okay, here's the NIFT paper. And here is the 90.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I have already attempted this same question paper just before class.
Can you attempt 2023?
JE paper, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am, I'll see.
Dude, frankly, anything that has a drawing section, just start attempting it because too much time is going, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Pick a
Ma'am,
paper that has.
ma'am, and one more thing is that I'm not able to access any of the NATA drawing sections.
That's because most of the papers don't have a drawing section.
For NATA?
On DQ Edge.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am.
That's why I ask you guys to do the NFT papers and the NID papers as well. Because not enough content is available, you know? It's like, yeah. Okay, so far any doubts, Raibhav, Devanshi, Riti, Varsha?
Ma'am,
Yes.
the 2023 paper,
Hmm.
I've also attempted only run one for that.
22.
I'll check.
Like I said, find a paper you haven't attempted and attempt that, right? Srinidhi, Hamsika, Adya. I haven't heard anything from you guys so far. Harshneil, Olive, what about you guys? No doubts?
No doubts, ma'am.
Okay, Shivani, no doubts?
No, mom.
Yeah?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
question two. Uh,
Huh?
the question two of the train, like given a picture of wash station in the train. Can you elaborate that question?
Sorry, what did you say?
Ma'am, I'm solving that NIT 2025 paper.
Huh.
So, can you elaborate that second question? Maybe
On the
explain that.
second question,
Yes, ma'am.
what is your question? Because see, the point here is to be able to read the question and understand it by yourself, right? So tell me, what
No,
are you having a problem with?
no, ma'am, it's related to the question. Like, I'm not really understanding it.
Given as a picture, they haven't given the picture, but given as, just imagine it, of a
Yes,
wash
ma'am, that's right.
basin in a train and a tall dustbin below it and a washroom next to it. It's in a train, right? you have to give 5 different user groups. So 5 groups of users, 5 different types of groups of users that use this setup, right? You have to explain who these groups are that you're talking about, right? And you have to use one sentence each for all 5 of those, right? You can include groups with physical disabilities, people of different age groups. These are the different types of things that you can include. Then what happens is, for each of the groups, you have to find 3 challenges that they face in this setting, and you have to explain all these challenges in three lines each.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
ma'am, I will be attempting the 2021 paper.
ठीक है.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
In not a JEE exam, the question paper that you've given, there's only 2 questions.
Yes.
Or is that the maximum amount of questions that will come? Or
Oh, see, they've never said that that's the maximum number of questions they will ever give, right? They can obviously flip that at any point, which is why we also ask you to do the NFT papers and the NID papers as well, right?
yes, ma'am.
So what happens is you're prepared for any sort of change that they could possibly come up with. Okay.
Okay.
Tejas, any other doubts?
No, ma'am.
Harshnil, any other doubts about question 2?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Shivani, any doubts?
Mom, this 7, 8, and 9 question of NID 2025. There's no question part in the 7th.
There is. So for question 7, you scroll down, there's one line in bold, right? That's the question. For question number 8, what you're supposed to do, and everyone who's doing the NID paper, listen up now itself. For question number 7, scroll to the very bottom, there's a bold there's a line given. That is the question for question number 7, right? Question number 8 is, it has the same passage, but there seems to be no question there. So if you see question number 7, it says give your inferences from the above passage, right? So question number 7, you give your inferences. Question number 8, what you're going to do is you're going to give the youth, there's a character, the youth in the passage, right? You're going to give what you think his inferences are. Understood?
Okay.
Yes, Shivani?
Yes, ma'am.
And question number 9 is a game design with the same passage. Understood?
Okay, ma'am. So we just write about it in how many
No,
words?
see. Question 7 and question 8 are 1.5 marks each, which means that you write 1 or 2 lines, it should be enough. Okay. Question number 9, you will have to sketch.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. And see, question number 7, question number 8, one of them says ki art skills is a criteria or something. Just ignore those criteria. See, what you have to do over there is you have to just write 1 or 2 lines that explain what your answer is. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
And another thing that NID people will notice is question number 5 and question number 6, I think. Question number 5 has a bunch of pictures of nails, or a different, different zoom ins of the same nail, right? Shivani?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I think that's question number 5. And question number 6 says the above picture. It means the pictures from question number 5. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Understood? Harshdeep, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So question number 6 says that use the images given above, whatever. It's referring to the images of the nail given in the previous question. Okay. What else what else? Anything else that needs to be explained? Okay, so everyone who's writing the NID paper, just think about it. It says that it has 9 questions, but question number 7, question number 8, and question number 9 are linked to each other, and they can be solved pretty easily and pretty quickly. Question number 5 and 6 are linked to each other as well. So solve them together and solve them really fast. And so those are little ways that you can save time. Now, the first question is set up to like irritate you and make you spend a lot of time on it. So if you want to stop the first question and start with the second and do that first and then come to the first question, that also works. But guys, in terms of time management, no matter how many strategies you learn, in the end, you are on your own. So it would be time now itself to start pushing yourself to work according to the time, so that when you get to that point, when you get to the exam, you don't have so much pressure on yourself. Okay, give me a thumbs up if so far everyone's understood anything, and if you haven't understood something, put a message in the chat. You can message it personally also over there. Okay, Tejas, Harini, Shivani, any doubts so far? Mohammed, any doubts so far?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Priyanshi, Ankita, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Varsha,
No, ma'am.
Aditi, Riti, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Devanshi, Rebha, Varchana, Hamsika, Kavya,
No doubts, ma'am.
okay, Olive, Adya,
No doubts.
any doubts? Anyone? Kashvi, Dakshana, any doubts?
Ma'am,
Someone said something. Tell me.
yeah, in the NATA paper, the first question it says draw a proportionate sketch of the image given below. So proportionate sketch should take about half the page, or should it be
Which sketch?
draw a proportionate sketch of the image?
You have to draw every one of the answers. I would like for it to be answered. I would like to be I would like for them to be answered in a full A4 sheet, because we all need to practice how we all need to practice the ability to be able to cover the entire page as fast as possible. Okay, and this goes for everyone. I would like for all of the answers to be answered in full pages. Okay, it's very, very important that we learn how to fill as much area as possible as soon as possible. Okay.
Ma'am, for the NID second question, do we have to sketch or just mentioning is enough?
Just mentioning, just mentioning.
Okay, but then in evaluation criteria, they've given
Exactly. I said na, see, they've mentioned it galti se. ठीक है?
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, any doubts so far, guys? Anyone who's just joined and not sure what to do, just raise your hand. Anyone who's just joined and not sure what to do. Also, guys, one very important thing that I need to speak to all of you about. Okay, so see, I'll to be very frank, while we do conduct the online classes and we are very consistent with it and we grade all the papers and all of that is fine. But see, when you do attend the offline class, you get to see what other people are doing. And we do this thing where we grade everyone's paper, like the entire crowd grades everybody's paper. And so, what we do is you get a lot of opinions, you get more than one opinion. So, in online classes, you can get one opinion and you can get a bunch of thumbs up and you can get a couple hearts on like the images and stuff like that. But offline classes are very, very different and I feel are quite effective. And I think that all of you should try to attend at least one or two offline classes just to see what it feels like and just to see what happens. And I guarantee you, you'll see the difference, right? So please do try to attend offline classes as much as possible. And I understand that all of you have been having like school and things like that, and some people had midterms. But now that there are Dashera holidays, please do try to attend the offline class rather than the online class because the amount of work that you get to see, the amount of work that you get to see close up, and you get to ask questions and you get to listen to the questions that other people ask and the conversations that happen. Sometimes we try to come up with a bunch of answers on the spot. Sometimes we try to come up with little stories. Sometimes we do human sketches. We do other types of exercises. We did a space design exercise in class, right? So if there is a chance that you're able to attend an offline class for the ERCs, please do it. Trust me, it's something like it's genuinely worth every minute and more, right? And you get to see so many people's techniques so close up that that it like every minute is worth it over there, and you get to experience what it feels like to give the exam along with a room full of people who are giving the exam alongside you. So I think please, 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 please do try to attend it. I think you would, you'll really appreciate what happens there. Any doubts? Anyone? Mohammad, Adya, Raibhav, Harini, Aditi, Nandana, Priyanshi, Varsha, Olive, Shivani, Hamsika. Any doubts? Kavya, Dakshana, any questions? Ananya. Guys, any questions? Have you all
Ma'am.
filled attendance? Yes, somebody's saying something. Tell me.
No, ma'am, I just responded to you. No questions.
Okay. So have you all filled the attendance, everyone? Isma, have you filled the attendance? Srinidhi?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'm hoping that everyone's filled the attendance. Pages done?
Ma'am, I
With
have a little bit of the
at
last
least,
question.
acha, at least two questions.
Yes, ma'am. Two questions done. Ma'am, run one, right?
Run one, yes, yes. Acha, guys, I want to ask you guys one thing. Did you all receive the links today? Like, at what time did you all receive the links? Link to this meeting? Because I received it at 2:45. Sorry, at 7:45 something. Anybody who received it before 7:30?
11:58.
11:58.
Through mail. They'll send almost every morning.
Oh, you got it in the morning itself. Wow. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, the usual time.
There are a couple of people who don't get it on time, right? Can you all just drop Miss Jyoti a message or Miss Meena a message? Anybody else who generally like does not receive links, because there is one or two people who I've spoken to over chat who haven't received the links at the correct time. So if y'all can, if you don't have Jyoti ma'am's or what do you call it, Miss Meena's numbers, contact information, anything like that, please do drop a message in the chat so I can share their numbers again. And with that, they can start sending you, the they can start sending you the mail and the links on time. Sorry. Okay. What was I supposed to ask you guys? Okay, for the moment, are there any other doubts? Architecture students, are you all almost done? Hmm? Any other doubts from you guys for the moment?
Ma'am, for the fifth question in NID,
Hmm.
are we supposed to draw like different angles for the screw, or only one picture with the hand and the screw?
Just one. Just one.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I've tried a little bit on the last question, the fourth question, but I'm a little confused.
What do you mean?
Like they've given the measurements, so should I use a scale and draw them?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And one more thing, I just read it now. Answer any 2 out of 2 and 2B. That means I finished my run 1. Okay, I'll send them, ma'am.
Yeah. Any other questions? So, guys, NID people, the paper's quite confusing. You should have more questions.
Now, then can you explain the question number 7, 8, and 9?
So 7, 8, and 9 all have a common passage, right? So read the passage. Question number 7, go to the very bottom. There's a line in bold that says, explain your
Okay.
inferences, right? Explain what you've understood from this passage. so far, right? So you're gonna have to write down what you have understood. Then question number 8, same passage is there, but you have to, the question is not written, but the question is write down what you assume that the youth, the boy or the young person has understood from whatever this conversation was.
So,
So far,
ma'am,
clear?
we don't have to sketch or render anything
No,
here.
no, it's a 1.5 marks ka question. You just need to write 2 lines.
Okay, ma'am. But they could include this question in the aptitude part itself, if if there is no sketching in it.
Could include this in the
Aptitude part.
They don't have to. They're not.
But
They,
this doesn't include the sketching, so I guess.
I mean, but they're not answerable to us, are they?
Okay.
है ना? Even if
Yes.
even if we asked, they wouldn't tell us.
Okay. That's up to them. Yes, ma'am. What about the ninth one?
Ninth one is same passage, but you have to come up with a game design.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. What else? Any other questions, guys, from that same section or anything else?
Ma'am, I have sent my run 1. I'm continuing with run 2.
Start off with run 2, okay? When we're reviewing everything, we'll review everything. All right.
Yes, ma'am. I thought you didn't see it or you didn't receive it.
No. I've got this thing, but we'll see it all together. Okay, give these guys some more time. Then
Yes,
I
ma'am.
student, and then we'll discuss everything.
Ma'am, question number 8 does not have any of those bold.
That's
I mean,
exactly what
questions.
I was saying. So question number 7 has the actual question in bold, right? Question number 8, the question is not given over there. They seem to have like missed out or something. But in any case, the question number 8, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to write down the inferences of the youth.
Okay.
Okay. Just in 2 lines, just explain what's happening. Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have one doubt, ma'am.
Yeah.
In second question, they asked that given a picture of a wash basin in a train and a small dustbin below it and a washroom next to it.
Yes. What is your question?
So should we need to draw, ma'am? Because only write down, no illustrations they ask.
So they're saying 5 user groups, right? So 5 like groups of people. So maybe the elderly, young children, somebody who is with a special ability, or maybe a visually impaired person, something like that, right? So user groups, 5 user groups, all 5 of them you use only one sentence to describe them, and then 3 sentences to point out what problems they are gonna face.
Or should we write what problems they're gonna face?
Yes.
Ma'am, like for the sixth question,
Hmm.
are we supposed to like take the entire screw and make it part of something, or like parts of the screw and make it part of something?
Read the question out loud.
Take any one of the above pictures and draw another object that it could be part of.
So you see the above pictures are not the full screw, right?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, any questions? Guys, any doubts so far? Hashnil, is that understood? Okay. Um,
Okay, ma'am.
Ananya, upload your work. Aditi, upload your work. It's time's up. The other Aditi, upload your work. Varsha, Riti, Ankita, please upload your work quickly. Priyanshi Sharma, Nandana, Kavya, Olive, Shivani, Hamsika, Shruti, Sanshia, Isma, Srinidhi, please upload your work.
Uploading, ma'am.
Okay. Dakshana, please upload your work. I'm assuming everyone's done uploading. Oh, wow. Only 2 images have come through. Shivani, Hamsika, where are your answers?
Mom, I'm still doing it. I am not yet done.
Whatever's done, uploaded because we're out of time, right?
Yes, I've like finished. I've not done like run one, run two. I've kind of finished like some of them and like just started others.
Okay, upload it.
Okay.
What about you?
Mom, I'm uploading.
Shruti?
I'm uploading now.
Okay, Varsha? Tejas, I saw yours. Give me a minute. Let me just ask everybody else also to upload.
No, ma'am, I sent a run two of one.
Okay, I saw that. Dakshana, Harshneil, upload your work. Olive, upload your work. Olive.
Yes, ma'am, I'm uploading.
Yes, ma'am, uploading.
Okay, Dakshana. Srinidhi.
I'm uploading.
Kavya.
Ma'am, in the chat only. Ma'am.
Yes. Upload it. Priyanshi has put. Ankita has put. Tejas has put. Riti, what about you? Okay. So going through the work, okay, Tejas, I think both of them work. Nice. So it's gotten better and better over the days, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good job. Both of them are really nice. Very nicely done. Okay.
Thank you.
Ankita, same goes for you. I quite like the way that you've used the bow and stuff. I really like that. So good job there. Okay. I think you can also show different sides of the thing, right? So, mm, but I like the silver that you've used. I think that try to add more three-dimensionality to it, and I think that will help quite a lot. But for now, good. Nice.
Thank you.
And the feather also, the shade, shadow, and texture is quite nice. I will say try not to smudge the parts that are white because then once they become dark, it's impossible to bring it back to the original white that it was. Right? The tree one also is perfect. I really like it. I want you to make sure the texture comes out very, very evidently. Okay. And I
Mom,
want,
thing was I actually used a pen first and then the ink ran out. So then I had to use a pencil to finish it.
okay. It's
Yeah.
hard to tell actually.
Oh, okay.
Hard to tell. At least in the image, it's not that visible.
Okay, okay.
Shruti, I want you to work on the what do we say? I want you to work on your sketching of the hand and stuff like that, human figures and human proportions. I want you to sketch and work on that again. Okay. And when it comes to what is this? A quiet giant leaf blower that blows the leaves back to his lawn. Okay. See, not all of these are very alluring answers. I think sometimes we can come up with answers that truly capture our imagination, right? And sometimes we can come up with very logical answers. As for the what is this? Acha, passengers with arthritis, elderly passengers, tap and maybe too small. See, I think the question with finding the problems one I think was quite easy to sort of solve. So I think we can just, take that as at face value and sort of move on. Can't access the camera, so I won't be able to upload today. Okay, no problem. Kavya, 5-year-old struggling as okay. Only 2 years because his best friend. Okay, I mean, I want you to see, you yourself should sort of pretend to be the people, Kavya, you yourself should to be, pretend to be the people that you are, mentioning in your groups and see if it actually works. Because I don't quite agree with the 18-year-old wala thing. That's one thing. I think that issue applies to everyone and not just to that specific group. Similarly, with the elderly woman one, I think, see, it doesn't really require you, like, you don't really have to bend to throw something into a dustbin. So I don't think that's very valid, right? So just make sure that all the facts and figures that you're presenting actually have the validity that we are promising the viewer, right? So just be very sure about that. Okay. Hmm. So there's more issues to it than this. I think there's other things also that you can find. Okay. Ananya, oh, acha, this is that leaf wala question. Okay, one I understood. Two, there's it looks a little bit like a net or something. The third one has a bit of a tent like thing. So
The pencil is light, but towards the right, at the bottom of the
it's
right frame.
impossible to see.
Right. So the first one says a cloth is tied, the second one is a mesh, the third one is a tarpaulin,
Hmm.
and the fourth one is basically tying the branch and adding a slant partition of mesh.
See, they're very logical answers, but they're also not the most creative ones you can come up with, right? There's a lot of things that you can do that make sure that all the leaves are on that side, and at the same time, don't destroy the aesthetic value of the place, and at the same time, don't have to be looked after, right? So I think there are more creative solutions that you can find. Okay. For now, the in terms of logic, the logic is obviously very sound, so that's okay. But I think that I would try to come up with 10 or 15 answers to it and then choose the best ones, right? Um,
Yeah.
Ananya. Okay, I don't understand what's happening in the first one.
It's a very loose sketch of that crow's perspective question.
Oh, is it? Is it? Is it? Okay. It needs perspective. It needs shade, shadow, and texture. It needs, it needs to have that variation in height of different objects, right?
Yes,
Mm,
ma'am.
okay, one sure. Best out of everything they have. Okay. Except remember as okay, fine. Nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with that. Choose a home to be protected. From the blind box, 10 cards each. Okay, but most of your instructions are the things that are explaining what you've drawn. It should be the other way. The drawing should explain themselves, right? Um, the hand one is fine, but like I said, I wanted you to use a full sheet of paper, right? I wanted you to use a full sheet of paper, not a half sheet. Okay. Um, a leaf catching mechanism, but what mechanism? So you have to be very sure about whether or not your answers are fully formed. Okay. And be very sure about whether or not they actually solve the problem without adding any more, right? And also the yesterday's answer that you've put with the black ball and the cloud and stuff like that, right? That's the question, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You cannot add other characters, and you added aliens,
Oh, okay.
right?
I thought only the cloud and the ball should be there.
No, it says you can't add or subtract.
Okay. I'll read it.
Yeah. Olive, what is this in response to? The lady standing in this perspective, 1 point perspective happening. Is she here?
Yes, ma'am. It's for the crow question.
Oh, but see, it doesn't feel like a crow is watching. It could be anything. It could be an ant watching, right? So you have to make it very obvious that a crow is watching. What specifies that a crow is watching, you know? It should become very obvious that it's actually the crow who is watching. Okay?
Okay.
Because
So,
this
ma'am,
could be
what
the perspective,
modification
that
should I
could this
make?
could be perspective of a child lying on the ground, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
see, if you put something up in the, or on a this thing on a telephone pole, and in front of him also there's a wire going and there's two three more crows sitting, then you can say, okay, probably the third person who is us is a crow, right? If there's a full murder of crows sitting over there, then you know that we are probably a crow as well, right? So you have to give an indicator. Or sometimes some people show that, okay, the crow is sitting in front of a window and everything is being reflected in the window as well as the crow, right? Or some people show that, okay, the crow is peeping out from somewhere, like us, we are peeping out from somewhere, and around us are little shiny things, and crows do that, right? They collect those things. And then, so there are a bunch of things that you can do to indicate that we ourselves are the crow. Okay. And
Yeah.
Ma'am,
see, huh,
sorry to interrupt,
yes.
but some of the answers we cannot see because maybe they've sent you personally. So, like, it would be a bit good if we could see other answers as well so that we could make sense of your feedback.
Yeah, I would request everybody to please send the answer such that everyone can see it and not only me, because other people have no idea what we're talking about then, right? So I would request everyone to resend their answers, as not everyone, but like the people who've sent it just directly to me. Okay, moving on. Ananya, I hope she sends it. Moving on to
Thank you, ma'am.
Aditi's answer. Yeah, so the crow thirst wala. Okay, see, Aditi, I want you to look up more posters and study them. So I want you guys to include, see, the background is mostly empty, right? So there has to be some amount of shade, shadow, texture, but there also has to be some amount of background, foreground, and middle ground. Filling those spaces is important, and filling those spaces with relevant material is very important, right? um your screw and the handwaller question is very nice, lovely. Okay, that's quite nicely done. Your next one is fine. The next one, see, they had asked you to show, the same pattern of the screws, that coil appearing somewhere else. So somebody did a lighthouse, somebody did Statue of Liberty, the torch that she's holding. Uh, the screw enlarges to become that, but you have used the screw as a screw. That's not what they asked for, है ना? So I would read the question again once. Okay. Harshneel, same goes for you also. You've used the screw as a screw.
Uh,
But your
So,
human proportion one is okay. But you put too much
Okay.
detail into it. See, that's only a 5 or 6 mark question. You don't need to have this much detail in it. Okay. And your marketplace wala question requires a bigger crowd. See, the essence of a true market is in the crowd that it attracts, right? So that has to be kept in mind. And
Uh,
Harshnil, you must have
mm,
sent 2 more images, but they haven't come through, and I'm not able to download them. Like it says
okay, ma'am.
that.
Can you tell which one?
So obviously I can't tell which one, but I can
No,
tell
no,
you
ma'am.
you
You can tell which you
your
have seen. So
screw, see, listen, your screw questions have come through, the speaker has come through, and the human hand with the screw has come through, right? And
yes,
the
ma'am.
marketplace one has come through. But there are
Okay.
some two other sketches which have not come through, okay?
Okay.
Pro and text.
Ma'am, what were you saying about that screw one?
Screw one, I was saying that, see, they said that use the screw as something like, some other object and not as the screw itself. And you have used the screw as the screw itself in the speakers, right? Read the question again. है ना? So they've given you examples also. So the flat head of the screw enlarges to become the console part of something something. They have given you an example also, right? So they meant something like, okay, you draw the Statue of Liberty and the screw becomes the torch that she's holding up, right?
Mm,
Like that,
okay.
not
Yes.
as a use of the screw. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing, the image that you've drawn with the two hands, both of them are holding a screw. See, that is only a 5 mark question, right? And you've done
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much
But
detail.
the space was the negative space was too much in that my
Yeah,
answer.
but
So I tried to.
still, I mean, filling up the negative space won't give you extra marks.
Okay, ma'am. But like
Instead, you should have
okay.
instead
Mm,
you should have filled up the crowd in the marketplace.
okay, ma'am.
Archana, the apple is good. But isn't the question asking you to draw the different stages of the life of the apple?
It's about the phase where it's rotting.
Huh?
It's about the phase where it's rotting.
Huh, but you have to show it getting to that, right?
Oh, okay, ma'am. I didn't know.
Huh, read it once again. I've only read it once, so I might have been wrong. Just read it once again.
Oh, yeah, it does say transformation. I didn't know.
Huh, okay. And see, the packaging wala question, it asks you for the full packaging design also, right? So it's basically like it's saying wrapping, but it wants you to sort of, because see, that's too many marks to give just for a wrapping pattern, right? So you have to elaborate on the packaging. Okay.
Like the design of the packaging?
So packaging design, like you take any product, there has to be some packaging design that they do, right? With the box and everything.
Yeah.
There's probably something here, right? So, like if you've got something, they'll do a full packaging design and stuff like that, right? So you have to, design a whole packaging set for it, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
And they just, same thing you sent again.
No, ma'am, you told to resend, right? So I resent it.
But you
Ma'am, one
resent
more
it again
thing.
as a direct message.
Ma'am, I deleted it. Oh, excuse me.
The kite one, it needs more detail, yeah. Again, you sent it as a direct message.
One second.
Why are Harshnil's images not coming through, man? What is this? Harshnil, send the last two again, no, please?
Ma'am, now I've sent it again. Ma'am, one more thing, ma'am, for the kite question.
Yeah.
Ma'am, how do I fill in the empty space?
By drawing more detail. Imagine the whole
From
scene
the
and try to add as much detail as possible. For example, like somebody, if these guys are doing that marketplace wala thing, then how did they add detail and that personality that markets have, right? They would add as many people as possible. There would be people selling stuff. There would be those people that have the, like, they'll keep a kid on their shoulders and walk around and stuff like that, right? People going to the mela, there are scooters, there's autos, there's taxis, all of these things mingling on top of each other. Somebody's taking pictures, somebody's hawking something, somebody's selling fruit. Right? So that's the personality of it. So now a kite festival, the personality is going to be different, right?
Yes, ma'am. But the thing is, for me to add anything like that, I've made it on the rooftop.
So that's it. 4 5 people only. What
I've
kind
added. I don't know, ma'am.
You need more people, man. See, not only the people who are flying the
Ma'am, can you
kite
see?
come outside, one second. Not only the people who are flying the kite come outside, but also the family members and stuff like that, right? People cheer also, right? And see, it's not just one person who's always like, who flies kites by themselves? Usually it's like 4 5 cousins, 4 5 siblings, they go out and they'll be fighting amongst themselves for like who gets to fly the kite now, right? And then once one of them cuts somebody else's kite, then they'll all debate about who actually ended up doing it and stuff like that. Someone's gonna be climbing in a tree to retrieve a kite. There's so many things that happen, right? They just
Ma'am, I actually filled it up in my run to about the people on the rooftop, but I'm talking about the space in between the buildings. Because if I add another building, it will look like
so then you
messy
can you can
roads.
do you can do like those poles with a lot of wires and put one or two kites stuck in it.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Harshnil,
Ma'am,
but
can you see it?
I can see it. So
Okay.
you need to look up posters and you need to
Okay.
study
That's fine.
posters because this is not a
That's fine.
poster.
That's I mean, so rough and type of loose poster.
So but this is not a poster. Right? Look up posters. Okay, everyone who is present here, please look up posters, look up stamps. Write this down. Look up posters, look up stamps, look up brochures, right? Look up postcards. Okay. Look up packaging design. Look up game design, right? Look up system design, SYSTEM, system design. Look up infographics. Um, Look up what is hierarchy. Okay. Look up different types of typefaces and take any two typefaces that really interest you and try to memorize them a little bit so you'll be able to create as many different types of typography in your answers as possible. Then what else can you look up? I think that's enough for today. Then you can look up, and then tomorrow, when you finally show the work tomorrow, Priyanshi, good sketch of the instruments. You can add more shade shadow, I think. Anyway, tomorrow's no, tomorrow's Sunday, so we do have class. Okay, so when you do a paper with us tomorrow, you'll be able to include all of these learnings, all of these new things that you've discovered. You'll be able to add them to your sketches. For now, I will give you guys homework. I want you guys to reattempt this paper. Okay, as soon as possible with the input that has been given, not only to you but also to other people, right? And I want you to utilize that input. And how do we how do we say? I want you guys to plan ahead for tomorrow's paper. I will tell you then only what the paper is, but I want you to plan ahead for tomorrow's paper and practice straight lines, practice circles, practice different shade shadows and textures for objects, right? Practice all of these things and come to class prepared tomorrow. Um, yeah. Anything else?
No, ma'am, can you read that text answer of mine? It's of question 7.
Question 7, why did you answer it so long? Okay. A superior thing, if you are, what is this? Somebody closed the breakout rooms. Okay. So long for 1.5 marks. If you're bold and confident enough, then you would be the one who always wanted to beat us. Something we should look. Those. So create. Okay, you needed one line for this.
Okay. It was of almost 2 marks, like
You could
1.5
have
marks.
you could have summed it up in one sentence. Could you not, Hannah?
But my one sentence could have make like 1.5 marks is
Dude, one sentence is, see, they don't care about how long the sentence is. They care about what the point the sentence is making. Do you understand? That's the difference between school exams and these exams. It doesn't matter how
okay.
long your passage is. It matters what point it makes.
So ma'am, okay, ma'am. I trained by schools for write this much for 1.5 marks.
Yeah, have to unlearn that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any other doubts?
So ma'am, two sentences would be okay, right? If the
More than
content is
enough.
much deeper.
Yes. The content is much deeper. 2 sentences is more than enough.
Okay.
Tejas, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ananya Bhargav, any doubts?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Shivani, any doubts?
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
Shivani.
one thing I wanted
Huh.
to ask.
Yes, tell
Ma'am,
me.
can you do like a class where like you show good answers by like the best papers for
Okay, we
like
can do it tomorrow.
really
We can
tough
do it.
questions?
ठीक है,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can do it tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Because like we could learn from their examples or their ideation. How we can create like a pathway
I'll,
for our own.
I'll share a link with you actually. You can open this. Okay. It's on DQ's website. It has some past year questions and some past year students' answers. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then tomorrow we'll take a look at some of these. Okay. Shivani, what
Yes.
about you? Any doubts? Shivani?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Shivani, any doubts? Hello. Hello. Are you here? Shivani, hello. Shivani. Hello. Shivani. Dude, last chance. If any questions, please ask because it's important to get your doubts cleared. Shivani, hello, 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 hello. Please answer if you have any questions. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna reassign you.